The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Luke Altmyer started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois, and people wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmyer can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmyer at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois, and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmyer and taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Altmyer. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Arkin. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Illinois.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Wisconsin's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they...
Turning it on! Short gain on the play before he slides.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards yards, maybe 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dixon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. They're working that left side. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll run play action. Got a man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Catch in the middle, it's Clement. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The hand to the running back, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
The play action fake. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping them. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Inside the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Altmaier. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Third and goal. You can't hear yourself thinking here. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
Man, that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Makes the quick grab. Really short gain on that with defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And now on second down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To throw, it's Edwards. Looking left. Complete downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football, but more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! awaits a chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, this is part of the field. Once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. The give to the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
From the gun, give on the inside. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. They get to him as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Altmaier. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block in with one.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
They kick it away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That's caught. It's Clement.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Fires to the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Illini.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Gets it out fast. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Keep it on the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Mason. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. and nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. The 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Illinois! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Grab near the marker, it's Mason. All the way out across the 45-yard line, mark it out of bounds at the 46. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Third down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Got some momentum to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Badgers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. But how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. RPO complete to open the drive. Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds in this defense into tiny slices.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
No, and that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Badgers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of him.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Clement. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Punt is on its way. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Brooks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle. It's Clement. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. The short hands, it's Clement. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Power football with the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A really nice day for this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
A 6-point game getting very deep in the 4th quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this 4th down. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. He's open on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
From the gun, running back gets to give. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Flips it out to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.